There are a lot of famous NASCAR crashes. For one reason or another, they top the headlines or are used in many crash videos around YouTube. Crashes such as Austin Dillon at Daytona back in 2015 or Carl Edwards at Talladega in 2009 are spectacular crashes that grab the attention of the media. Given there are so many crashes in the sport, it's no surprise some become forgotten. However, I'm looking back at some of these crashes and I'm wondering why they are forgotten. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. First up is the Truck Series at Kentucky in 2000, and with a 4-truck battle for second place, Kurt Busch just lost his truck.
Said getting in the corner was a handful. That the truck just getting in the corner, it got loose, and that's exactly what happened. Getting in the corner, the truck got loose, and look at the impact with the left front, and the rear comes around and smacks the wall, and then all those sparks flying around and all that contact. And the truck had just pitted just a few laps ago, so the fuel tank was full. It spilled some out, and that's what caused the fire with all those sparks. And we see, watch this. Oh, man, heavy.
It'll be Kurt's first DNF of his career in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. His prior worst finish was back at Martinsville when he came in at 23rd. He's had a second.
2000 was known for some big ones, most notably the Daytona 500 big one. The Pepsi 400 had a big wreck in the midst of crucial green flag stops.
On the rest of these teams to just get to?
Yes, it really is.
Unless you're deep in the field.
Here come a large pack of front runners. Trouble off the corner.
31.
Several cars involved. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sterling Marlin, Mike Skinner, Jeff Gordon's in it, Bobby Hamilton. Kurt Busch is in the crash. Dale Jarrett takes to the pit road. Terry Labonte's involved. Caution's out.
I didn't see it, but it looked like some guys were trying.
Right there, Skinner and Kurt Busch get together. Turn Skinner into the wall head on. Labonte has no place to go. Neither does Bobby Hamilton when Skinner comes back across the racetrack. Now there's no place for anybody to go.
Who was that that just snuck by?
Nemechek, yeah.
And
John Andretti.
Dave Marcus gets down on the grass and somehow saves it.
He's almost as good as you.
I know.
And you know what? The 7 car was slowing down, coming in the pits. 31 checked up, 97 ran into him.
Yep.
Shot right across in front of Terry Labonte. Watch the back of this. Dale Jarrett, top right of your screen, going to come through the smoke, head for pit road.
Look, a lot of wrecking going on there, Dale. I'd be careful on pit road if I were you. The race is around over here. Turn 10.
Borisset is one of NASCAR's prominent road course ringers. Well, he had his fair share of trouble too with his hard contact in 2002 at Sonoma.
This will certainly help the drivers who could not go the distance on fuel. And his Jasper number 67 is pretty wrecked. Just gets in there, turn 10. That's the most deceiving turn on this racetrack. You don't realize how fast you're going, and when you do realize it and you start to try to slow the car down with the
They can moving forward.
This wreck is well known to some, but non-existent to others. Jeff Fuller had a massive wreck at Kentucky in 2006 that might go down as one of NASCAR's hardest hits in history, and it just doesn't get much recognition.
Here's a look at what happened. You're going to see Jason Leffler, top right of your screen, have some trouble off turn number 2 there. He's already made contact with the outside wall. Here comes Jeff Fuller. To avoid hitting him right in the door, he turns his car hard left. But unfortunately, he's not going to be able to spin it around. He's going to make some awfully hard contact with the inside wall.
Phil couldn't hit it in a worse place. I mean, it was angled to the opening on the pit, inside wall on the backstretch. There's an opening there. Hit at a bad angle, hit flat, right there. Just a bad place to do that. But what Jeff Fuller was trying to do was trying to avoid hitting Jason Leffler. You're thinking it looks like there's a lot of time to make decisions here, but this is a split-second decision, from Jeff Fuller to come. If you'll notice, as he comes into the picture here, he's heading right for the door for Jason Leffler, decides to make a hard left to miss contact with Jason Leffler, and went right into the inside wall, hit it, at exactly the wrong spot where that opening is on that flat contact.
And then watch this one
One of the weirdest airborne crashes of the past decade took place in Canadian Tire Motorsports Park when Robert Minton backed up over the tire barrier.
Those tires like they were just toys tossed up in the air, but Minton steps out of his truck and he's perfectly fine. Even though he can't reach the ground at first,
He's off 4 or 5 feet off the ground.
Probably the most known wreck on the list, but it is constantly overlooked. The 2013 Truck Fall Talladega finish was setting up to be a good one, and it sure was. The combination of it being a final lap, a flip, a big one, and a huge hit for Kyle Busch is spectacular all around.
Jeb Burton coming with a big push by Miguel Paluda and then pushed him sideways.
what happened to... Well, was that clear? Did it just veer to the right? Did he have something go wrong with his truck?
Riding along with Crafton. He gets tagged, around he goes.
Now this is a crazy one. Chad Mccombie triggers a huge wreck on the restart at a 2007 Texas truck race. Not to mention it ended the race. I've shown this one in a couple of videos recently trying to popularize it, but it's still worthy of a spot here.
Again, and that will be it, because we only tried one attempt at a green-white checkered finish. Look at the damage to this number.
Set yourself up to be knocked out of the way. And Jack didn't do anything wrong there. Jack was just trying to get room to race Chad, and Chad tried to block him off, and they wrecked. And it's unfortunate, but when he spun those tires, and then he decided he had to move around to keep Jack from passing him, he put himself in a position to have what happened happen.
Yeah, and you mentioned just about anything goes towards the end of the races here, and that was not a deal. You cannot put the blame on Jack Sprague for that right
I would not blame Jack Sprague at all, and I would not blame Chad Mccombie. He just tried to do what he needed to do to protect that lead. If he lets Jack get on the inside of him, maybe he has a chance to win the race. He definitely had it to do over again. He wouldn't make that move.
Look at Mike Skinner drive right through the middle of that.
And just a note, this wreck is so rare, the only clip of it on YouTube has under 300 views. Matt Crafton had a huge hit at Dover in 2014. There isn't too good of a replay, which may play a part of it being forgotten.
Look at those tracks. You saw where Johnny went by, where Matt's truck took off toward the top.
The opening NASCAR Super Truck season didn't go well for some drivers, especially this big hit.
Has been able to get by Pirelli in the total petroleum vehicle, and there we see Jeff Bodine is closed in. Bodine has a great run going today. Oh, that's Bodine! Oh my goodness!
Sprague got involved, Pirelli's involved, Bodine is involved, and I'm not sure where that started, but it's definitely ahead of them.
Pirelli said I'm okay. I think that was Pirelli's voice said I'm okay, because he pounded that ball hard.
That one's going to have to come behind the wall.
There we see Barry Bodine is going to spin. He's going up and hit the wall. Now Pirelli's trying to go by, and bam, look at this.
Man.
Oh, man, it almost goes over. And also Sprague is involved, and
Frank
his
Davis.
dad missed him. Jeff Bodine, I believe, is going to be able to stop in time. Let's one more look.
But the trouble is in front of him.
Yes.
Pirelli sees it. Whack. That's a hard hit. That's what he saw. And heard. Wow.
Eric Mcclure is infamous for his hard wreck at Talladega, but this is one of his lesser-known wrecks.
Also, it looked like maybe the 23 of Richardson might have got a slight piece of it.
And Eric was sick this morning. He thought he was going to have Mark Green drive the car.
What happened?
Kenny might have had a flat up top.
That could have been. Oh,
man.
Oh, he actually blows Kenny's left rear out.
Yep.
Somebody got into Mcclure. Can't tell who it was. Boy, he went hard into the wall.
Save for Barry right there.
I still didn't see the number there, guys. I got to be honest on who got into him.
Black car right there, either 92 or 29.
You know, taking a look at the 28 a little while ago,
I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you like that style, let me know down in the comments down below. That'd be greatly appreciated. Also, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.